Hey guys, this is my December finished album, and it was a class from Debbie Pettit based off sketches from Melissa Ullman. She did a Fasta Fab in July 2023. Debbie sent us a lot of goodies to start with, and one of the things she sent us was these bookmarks, and you could personalize them. So I put a flamingo on mine. My days of December are a little bit different because I'm in Florida, so I did an album. Help if I put it the right way. I did an album based on the days of December from different years. So it'll make a little more sense once I open it up and show you. The first cool thing she showed us was this pocket page. And we made a Christmas tree that went up and down the pocket page, and it's clear so you can see behind it. And so when you open it up, on mine it reveals a bunch of gifts down here. So that was a super fun element that she taught us. Another thing she taught us was to take 12 by 12 pages and cut them down and then score them so they make flip out pages. So this is my day 1 and 2, but if you open it up, it says, "Where was Heather in Florida?" And then I have pocket pages, the peekaboos, and they flip up. So like this was a Christmas tree at Fisherman's Village, and it tells you Punta Gorda. This was Scotty's Beer Works. I've got that Cape Coral, Manatee Park, Bell Tower, the Boathouse, and then Fort DeSoto. So that's some of like a sneak peek of the things that I've got in the album. So then you close it up, and in 2020 we bought our house in North Fort Myers. So I have like a picture of that. That was a gift to ourselves, so I wrapped it in a little gift tag. And then over here, my friends and I went kayaking, and then we went to Fisherman's Village, and that was in 2022. So this was in 2020, December 1st. This was December 2nd, 2022. So that's kind of the pattern. So I tried to pick a cool thing that I did from a year. This is December 3rd, 2021. I was at Bell Tower Shopping Center. December 4th, 2024, we went to Farmer Joe's, and the Grinch was there. So I don't have to narrate every one of them, but December 5th, I went to the Boathouse with my friends. December 6th, 2023, we were in my hometown kayaking. And then on the 7th and the 8th this year, in 2022, I went to Kayak John's Pass, so I was in Treasure Island and Fort DeSoto. So here's that little picture of the ornament that I gave the sneak peek of and the pages that opened. The 9th of 2023, I was kayaking with Christmas lights around. December 10th, 2021, I went up the canal and saw the macaw. And then this is the 11th of 2021, and my friend and I went kayaking, and then we went to a party that another friend had, and so that's her, and we had a hat, and we were all trying it on, so that was fun. This is the 12th of 2023. My friends and I went to Manatee Park. And on the 13th of 2021, I just showed off some of the decorations that I had in my yard and some things I saw while kayaking. The 14th of 2024 was a boat parade in our town, and my friend and I went to the boat parade, and they had a snow machine, so that was like super fun. And then on the 15th of 2023, this is, my friend has a Christmas party every year, and this was the pictures from that. And then on the 16th, Debbie did something really cool. She did a this or that, and it was kind of like, do you like artificial trees or real trees? So I did a Florida one, and I said, do you like 30 degrees or 80 degrees? A kayak or a sled, snow, sand, flamingo or jingle, water skis, snow skis, and then snow lodge or Margaritaville. And I chose which one and put a star by it that I liked. So on the 17th, I talked about how I make my own shirts because it's hard to find holiday Florida shirts. This was on the 18th, and this was my church meets at a brewery, and So because to make people feel more comfortable, it's a welcoming environment. It's called the church for the rest of us. And so there was the brewery, they made beer barrels. They made these into a Christmas tree, which I thought was pretty fun. On the 19th, more kayaking with friends. This one was a little bit different. It was after Hurricane Ian in 2022, and we formed a train to pull a piece of debris out of the canal. And it's kind of funny because I think it looks like the reindeer pulling Santa in his sleigh. And this is another cool thing that Debbie taught us. We made a page that you attach here in the middle, and then you can open it up. So it gives you a little more room to put some more photos, and I had a lot of photos from that day. So that was kind of fun. I had a lot more room to put stuff. This was on the 20th, and this is another thing that Debbie taught us, a peekaboo pocket for a recipe. So I was able to fit a recipe in there that we had done for my friend Liz's party that everybody loved, Christmas crack, and that was in 2024. On the 21st of 2024, there was a golf cart parade in St. James City, and so that my husband and I went there. And in 2021, on the 22nd, I actually was able to go back up home where my family is in Illinois, and in 2021 we were still wearing masks, so I put that little guy back there. On the 23rd in 2022, my daughter came to visit with her boyfriend, and I made them food, and so I have a thing of a pumpkin pie. And then I did go kayaking that day, and there was a Santa in a pool, so I took a picture of him. On the 24th, 2021, my husband went fishing with his son, and they caught a cool fish, so a sheep's head, and I went swimming, so that's what I did. Florida's a little bit different at Christmas. So then I started on the 25th doing traditions, and one of the traditions is that my stepson comes to visit us. So I got pictures of him with his dad every year, and that's when I started every year. So in 2020, 2021, and 2024, I talked about how we were either in the water, looking at the water, on the water. So I'm kayaking, my husband's taking a picture of the pool, and that's us in the hot tub. Another tradition I do is I have mimosas every Christmas in Florida, because it's 5 o'clock somewhere, always in Florida. So this picture's of me with my mimosa by the pool. And then another tradition is my husband always gets me something manatee for Christmas. So he got me like a manatee necklace, manatee t-shirts, and this is from different years. So 2023, 2024, different gifts. And then this is a Christmas tradition with my friends that we've just started getting together on Christmas Day. So when you're not able to make it home with family, it's nice that you can spend time with your friends. And then the last page just says Merry Christmas, and with Christ in the center. And then there's a picture of a nativity decoration that we have in our greenery that says Merry Christmas from the Bakers. And that's my album. Thank you, Debbie Pettit, for being the inspiration, and Melissa Ullman for supplying the sketches.